All right, these are living blue holes that are around the Earth, and the Earth is completely covered with these circular holes, and they're underneath normally the organic covering of the Earth, the dirt and so forth, and the surface of the Earth lays on these types of holes. In the ocean and in the where it turns into the water, you see them, and they're quite obvious, and they dive through these, and they are digesting. They have mucus. They have digestion. They have they do everything that a normal living creature does, and that's what's feeding the Earth. And look, they're huge. That's a boat. Now, this is what happens when they die. These are the sinkholes that we're having all over the Earth, and they are everywhere. Every country is having them, and you see the depth that they're going down here. Well, this is a circular plug. That's not just a leak into the Earth, some little accidental crack. This is the way the Earth is made, and when the fluids and everything that we've dragged out of the Earth have dropped the fluids so low that, let's say the dirt is up here, this plug eventually drops in here and causes unbelievable violence. And they can explode like they did at the Tianjin, China. I believe that's what happened there. And this is why, see, those are people there. These are bubbles of methane, huge, and this is on Lake Baikal. And this is, the Earth is creating this methane underneath the surface because we have these voids, and the voids are creating these huge gaseous emissions. All right, I've been doing some research on sinkholes, and sinkholes are perfectly round cylinders, huge, and they drop into the Earth in massive, violent explosions sometimes. And that's what's causing these beams of light. And this is about some pilots that were flying over the Pacific a few years ago, and there was collapses of these biodigesters. Now, when a sinkhole is a biodigester, and that what it does, it digests the food of the Earth, the organic material that comes down into those perfectly round cylinders. And in there it is digested, it's literally broken down, the methanes are removed, and all of the volatile organic compounds are stripped out of there and turned into flammable gases. And that's what's happened because we've taken so much fluids out of the Earth that the collapse of the Earth, there's huge pockets in these biodigester tubes, and instead of being filled up where they should be, they're voids, and they're filled with these extremely powerful gases, hydrogen and methanes. And I have an article on that, a paper on that, and some videos and so forth. Anyway, I'm going to play this and watch what happens. Now, these guys are flying over the over the Pacific. They saw this pulse of light.
Flash of light, followed by a mysterious red glow coming from underneath the Pacific Ocean, has just been discovered.
All right, these are the biodigester holes, and you can see them there. Those are glowing. They've lit up. They've combusted somehow underneath the ocean. This is deeply underneath the ocean, so there must have been some kind of earthquake activity or volcano or whatever, but they will burn, and they are burning down there, and that's what's creating these this illumination, and it created this extreme photon pulse when it collapsed. And that's happening all around the world because these things are collapsing. All right, this is the result of a fiery sinkhole collapse, and it's online. I have a video about it called Sinkhole Fiery Collapse Part 1 and 2. But if you see the glow of that sinkhole biogases, those are hydrogens, and you know, the most intense, powerful atomic forces on the face of the Earth, and they're powerful. And I have a whole presentation about why when they shoot up into the air they actually combust as a ball of gases. So anyway, that's what's happening. All right, this is all related to sinkholes, and the surface of the Earth is collapsing. I'm just sorry to say it, but that's what's happening. Now, these are loud booms they're hearing of it. No idea what causes them, they don't, but these are happening deep in the Earth, and the surface of the Earth is collapsing due to fracking and putting poisons in the earth, and all the acids they're ingesting in there, and all the fluids we remove from the earth. It's a cellular structure, and the weight of the earth is collapsing these cells now. And when they collapse, they can create photon pulses. They're seeing them all around the earth. And they're actually shooting out like a Roman candle. Watch it. These are the rumblings.
Dad, did you feel that one?
And they're happening all over the earth, and they're not being looked at. Science is just trying to figure out how to exploit the earth, not how to fix it. And they're happening. And I've talked to people all around, and they're happening everywhere. So it's not. It's the fluid removals. Look, the dog knows it. Anyway, that's what's going on. All right, look at this. This is an explosion. They're calling it a volcanic explosion. I think it's more of a sinkhole explosion underneath the water, and they're going to get popped with that explosion.
But the questions about a late-night explosion linger after it occurred. A booming sound heard in West Warwick and Pawtucket.
See, they don't have a clue what causing
And
this.
Sergeant Hine is digging deeper tonight. He finds the booms have been heard all over the past few years in different parts of the country.
Many people who live in West Warwick, including me, are wondering.
This is in Rhode Island.
A lot of booms shook their houses.
A lot of people are talking about
So this is all over the country.
November 13, 2014, a mysterious boom rattles doors.
Anyway,
and windows in
they just don't
parts of
understand it,
Thursday
but that's the
afternoon.
collapse of the surface of the
Just
earth.
can't stop talking about
Okay, these were very, very strange noises, and they are the sounds of the collapse of the structure of the surface of the earth. And they were heard in
Each other.
New York
New York and the United Kingdom.
and the United Kingdom, the
This
same
is what they sound
exact time. Now listen to this. Those are biodigesters crushing. Very strange. In both places at the exact identical time, and it's never been explained.
It's very mysterious what could cause such loud bangs that they traveled this far for them to be so out of place.
Never been explained.
And
These are sounds coming from the earth. And they're hearing these in multiple places, not just here. They sound like sirens. And totally unexplained. It's like the crushing sound of a beer can. It's the surface of the earth.